with 10 of Mondays. There you go. Aidan, thanks.
Afternoon. Can we have some injury news, please, to start?
No. No new injuries, but as you know very well, there are 2 days, and then we'll see what happens. But no new injuries. No.
You said after the Watford game that your players played without personality and with fear. What have you done since Monday to try and address those problems?
I think that we started to work. We started to work in the way that we know. I like to play football. I like to try to dominate the game, and to do this, you must have personality to play the ball. I think against Watford was a really bad game for us, and yeah, but can happen. The most important thing is that happen only once.
I think it's 2 wins in the last 10 games in all competitions for Chelsea. It's probably the worst period you've had since you've been here. Do you plan any? I know the players have been off for a few days, but do you plan any discussions with the squad about how to improve that?
But I think that every single player knows very well our result, and every single player knows very well that we have to try to improve, and to improve the result. For sure, you have to improve and to play better than the game against Watford, because also against Bournemouth we shot a lot. Against Watford, I think was totally negative, our performance.
Why did you decide to give your players 3 days off? Was it because you felt they were overworked, or was it just to clear their heads?
I think that it was the only moment in the whole season to give them a bit of rest, and yeah, for this reason. And I repeat, I think in the future that it will be very important to try a little space, a little room with the federation, to try to give a bit of rest to the players, because after you play a lot of games in 90 days, and for every player is very difficult, especially if you go through all competitions. Don't forget that in this season, and we reached the semi-final in the Carabao Cup, and we played every game in this competition. We are playing in FA Cup, and also we played 2 games against Norwich before to go to the next round. Then we are in Champions League, and then we are playing the league. I think that a bit of rest for the players, not only for my players, but in general, would be important.
Looking ahead to Monday, what are you expecting from West Brom? Because this is a team that has won 1 match since August, and it's surely a game you can't lose.
Yeah, the most important thing is to look at ourselves and not the other. I think that we have always thought in this way. We have to try to continue to think in this way. We have to prepare well this game, and to try to get 3 points.
You are still the Premier League champions, but as of now you're 19 points behind Manchester City at the top. Why do you think your defence of the Premier League title hasn't been stronger?
Yeah, I think that our table speaks very clear, and if you have this point, it means that you deserve these points. At the same time, you are having in your league a team that they are having a fantastic run, and it's not simple. It's not simple to try to follow them.
Your captain said a few days ago that some of the players needed to look in the mirror at their own performances. Are you happy that the majority of them accept that perhaps the reason for this lack of form lies at their door?
Gary Cahill said that the players should look at themselves and their responsibility in their performances. So what was the last bit, Aidan?
Are you happy that the majority of the squad accept the blame for the problems you've had here in the last few weeks?
Do you think the players accept the responsibility for their performances and the bad form?
No, I think that in every situation we have to divide the responsibility, and in every situation, positive situation, negative situation, and when you have this period with so poor result, and you have to divide the responsibility with me, with the players, and with the club. Yeah.
Maurizio Pochettino said a few days ago, he was talking about diving, and he appeared to be defending the act of diving and suggesting that the whole aim of the game is to trick an opponent. What was your view on those comments? Do you think the English football public are sometimes a bit sensitive towards the issue of diving?
No, I think I have already spoken about this issue in the past, and as you know very well, I don't like the players that dive. Yeah.
You still confident you'll be at this club beyond this season?
Yeah, but I'm not thinking for only one moment the possibility to go away from this club. But I repeat, my commitment is totally my commitment, and the commitment of my players is totally for this club, and we are trying to do our best. But as you know very well, because we are talking about football, you know that a lot of time. I don't agree, but a lot of time the manager, the coach, depends of the result. In this case, we are having a poor result, and for this reason, we have to pay great attention.
Jonathan?
You've had a bit of time to reflect, Antonio, after Monday. Have you come up with any answers at all about how things have suddenly gone so badly wrong in the last week?
We have to try to stop. We have to try to stop this bad run, and to try to get 3 points against West Brom. It won't be easy because, as you know very well, in this type of the situation, and the confidence is not high, but. We have to trust in our work. We have to trust in our football to try to get 3 points.
Can you work out where you've gone from beating Newcastle to where you sit now? What has gone so wrong for the team, for you, in the last 2 games, and why it's gone so wrong?
I think that we can talk about 2 different games. The same bad result against Bournemouth and against Watford, but 2 different games, because I think that against Bournemouth we tried, we created chances to score, and I think that we weren't so clinical in this game, and we paid a lot in this game because we conceded 3 goals maybe in. We considered 3 3 shoots, and we conceded 3 goals against Dortmund. Against Watford was different because the performance was negative from the start, and we didn't create a lot of chances to score. We conceded 3 goals in only 8 minutes, and 4 in totally. And I think that the coach has to understand and to try to find the best solution to avoid this type of situation. But for sure, I didn't like the Watford performance, but I'm sure that the performance against Watford didn't like to my players.
You also said afterwards that you made mistakes. Can you elaborate on that? What mistakes you made? I think you said in team selection.
But when you start in so bad way, it means that maybe your lineup wasn't good enough, and your choices wasn't good. But this could be an excuse, yeah. But I repeat, when you have this type of game, you have to look at yourself and to understand that something was wrong for me, but for my players.
You said the players are low on confidence. You said they played with fear. How difficult is it to get over that playing with fear?
But we are talking about players that play at this level for many years. And honestly, I don't think that this type of players can find the right strength to fight the fire. Yeah.
Will Morata be available on Monday?
No.
Will Giroud start? Is he ready?
Giroud is training with us. Is in contention for the game for West Bromwich games.
Do you know how long Morata will be out for? How much longer?
Yeah, but we are talking a lot about a bad result, but sometimes we forgot that we are facing a serious situation, and because players like Morata, that for us are very important, are missing from a lot of time for a long period. I don't know because yes, this problem, and we struggle a lot to find the solution to solve the pain in his back. If you ask me, he needs 1 month, 1 day, 2 months, or the rest of the season. I don't know, and for this reason, I'm a bit worried, because very well the importance of the player.
So I know you had to let Batshuayi go to bring Giroud in that triangle.
Yeah.
But I mean, in that respect, if you don't know how long Morata will be out, maybe 1 month, 2 months, or the end of the season, maybe it wasn't great to let Batshuayi go.
Yeah, I think now the transfer market finished. Now the transfer market finished, and I think that we took decision. Now I think this is not important to tell. We could do this, we couldn't do this. I think that now the most important thing to be focused on the present, to try to finish this season in the best way possible, and don't have a regret for anything.
Bakayoko's suspended for Monday. I mean, are you surprised how much he struggled this season coming into English football?
For sure, he's a young player. He's only 22 years old, and but don't forget last season He won the title in France with Monaco. He played the Champions League with Monaco. Yeah, to arrive in this league and to adapt yourself very quickly is not simple. It's not simple. But my task is to try to help him, but not only him, every single player, to improve and to understand the situation.
Finally, from me, the fans right behind you on Monday still saying your name. You're still incredibly popular among the supporters. I know this week can't have been easy for you, but that must give you yourself a bit of a lift, the fact that supporters are right behind you.
Yeah, but for sure, and I have to tell thanks to the fans, because from the start of my experience with Chelsea, they try not to stay behind me in every game, and they continue to do this, and I'm very happy. I'm very proud for this. I think that they are understanding that I'm doing all myself, and maybe more for this club. Yeah, but I want to tell thanks to the fans, because I repeat, and they deserve the best, and I'll try with my players to give them the best satisfactions.
Okay, just running over a little bit, Ibrahim, and then Nizar to finish. Thanks.
Antonio, last season you changed the system to 3 in the back, and you won the title. Is there any thought in mind to change the system for this season in order to fix the
Yeah, but I changed against Watford, and we conceded 3 goals in 8 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that it wasn't a good idea to change the system. Yeah, and I think, yeah.
Nizar, let's finish this off.
Antonio, I just wanted to ask you, the last 2 players, Pedro came off injured. How bad is his injury, and how is Christensen as well?
No, Pedro is okay. Pedro is okay. He's in contention for the game against West Brom. Christensen today he didn't train with us, but he trained. Honestly, I hope to count about him for the game against West Brom, because he's an important player for us.
Okay, thanks. Cameras off then, please. Thank you.